Alicia too, and welcome back to my universe. I am feeling happy, rejuvenated. I got to kick off 2024 in such a positive way with a really cool trip in Aruba and Costa Rica. So I am just feeling fucking fantastic. So happy new year, welcome back to the channel. Now that I'm back from the trip, content is back in full swing. So I'm excited to kick things off this way. If you haven't been able to notice, I have a new home studio, home office. I'm gonna be doing a full tour of what it looks like in here, both this area and what's behind, in a couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But I changed things up. Shelf has a lot of cool shit on it. I got these 4x6s with some meaningful stuff. The neon sign, the piece de resistance has arrived. So yeah, I'm feeling great, and I'm excited to head on into this Q&A. I'm really psyched to be back in front of the camera to start filming some more. So speaking to filming, let's get to this question and answer. Like this video, comment on it with any questions you have for future Q&As or any comments in general. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you get alerts every single time a video goes live. All right, you ask a question, I make a comment. Let's do this. As usual, I have the questions pulled up to the side, so let's start off with this one. How do you feel about Curb Your Enthusiasm heading into its final season? I feel really sad. There's not a doubt in my mind that this season's going to be incredible, because somehow, with each season that passes, it gets funnier and funnier, more blunt, more politically incorrect. I'm just such a huge fan, not only of Larry David, as you can see he's on my wall there, so not only of LD, but just everyone in that cast, man. So I think it's gonna be a really cool way to finish this massive long chapter of incredible content and wit that he's been providing for years. And I'm curious to see how he handles the finale, because we all know that Seinfeld got a lot of fucking slack. So I'm curious if there's going to be some jokes towards that, maybe an homage towards that, or maybe it won't have anything to do with that. But I think it's gonna be an epic season. Shayna's asking about my favorite part of being on YouTube. I think it's the people I've met over the years. The fact that I was able to do the interviews and all of the random just communicating with strangers has brought me some really awesome human beings and friendships. So that's probably the biggest part. And the other cool part about being on YouTube is creating content and making money off of the shit that I love. Whether it's wrestling, music, fashion, film, just me fucking talking, which still blows my mind. I've been able to make a name for myself, and that's been a really cool thing. And again, like I said before, I just want to keep growing it to what I know it can be. And now that this is probably the first time in my career, since I was heavily doing all of my wrestling interviews before the pandemic, it's the first time I'm really putting effort into it again. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Abby's asking about my dream job as a kid. I had one. I just wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer in a band. I wanted to tour the world. And you know, in jest, I somewhat got to do parts of it. I got to hang out with all the bands I love. I got to do mini tours and little jaunts and shows with bands. So that was neat. But deep down, a part of me still really wants to release an album and make that childhood dream a reality. Next up, Metal Madness 00 wants to know how long it took for me to stay consistent in my fitness goals. So this one's interesting. I feel like it didn't take me long. By no means am I saying I liked it. By no means am I saying it was easy. But I was pretty consistent from the moment I told myself in 2023, you are going to get fit, you're going to eat way better than you ever have, and you're going to start looking in the mirror and liking what you see after 28 years. And so, you know, it's still a challenge, it's still progress, it's still a lot of growth and change, but man, has it been one of the best changes I've ever done. This one's short and sweet. Have you ever watched Grey's Anatomy? I have not. There are so many seasons in that damn show that it's overwhelming to think about trying to watch them all and catch up. So let me know in the comments, have you seen Grey's Anatomy, and is it worth my time? Hey, Sabbath Costello in the house. All right, if there was an Atout Fest, love the name, who would be your 3 headliners? Easy. This is so easy. If I was doing like my ultimate show of whoever I wanted, it would be the Beatles, Kiss, and the Doors. Now, if I could add others, I would want Bee Gees to be a part of it. I would want Dashboard Confessional, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, Mystery Jets, The Kooks, Noah and the Whale, Maximo Park, like all the bands I've been naming in my YouTube videos for years. And we have one from Maybe Casey. They're asking about my favorite holiday. I love Christmas because it's the one time of the year where all of my family can get together. And now, with how families have changed, it's now Christmaka. So I'm celebrating Christmas and Hanukkah, which has been kind of cool. I did that for the first time in 2023, which just means all the more family and incredible meals and gifts. So no complaints. It's been awesome. But man, it's I think Christmas is my favorite. And then if I had to choose another holiday that I love, Halloween's always pretty fun. Somebody wants to know about my favorite Still Panther song. There are so many. I love Gold Digging Horror, Just Like Tiger Woods, Community Property, It Won't Suck Itself. I love Fuck Everybody. I'll never forget the first time, or All I Want to Do Is Fuck Myself Tonight. All these songs are gold. I could literally go on for ages, but those are a few of my favorites. I know I'm forgetting a ton. Chris is asking what's my favorite cake to bake and what's my favorite cake to eat. It's one and the same. Give me anything chocolate and I am going to devour that sucker. And lastly, Charlie is asking, how did you get to interview all these cool wrestlers when I first started my career? So I first got into wrestling about 5 or 6 years ago, 6 years ago. And a huge way of doing it was simply just finding their email, whether on their Twitter, their Facebook, their Instagram, hitting that up. I had this one blurb I sent with just kind of my accolades and the cool stuff I had done in music and just trying to pitch myself, you know? It's the only real way to get that kind of content. And then the other thing I would do is just go and DM people. A lot of wrestlers have open DMs. If I saw that and it was someone I wanted to interview, I would literally just hit them up and be like, hey, I'm coming out to this show. If you have 10 minutes, I would absolutely love some of your time. And they would usually reply and we'd line something up and it would lead to a kick-ass interview. And I just did that over and over and over and eventually made a name for myself, which was pretty rad. So there we are, the latest question and answer. Thank you all for chilling during the session. As always, it has been a blast. Before I head off here, I just want to plug a few things. I am now back on Patreon. You can find me at Alicia Atout, where I'm posting a ton of sweet, exclusive, really fun content. So come hang out with me on there. You can follow me online at Alicia Atout. And of course, subscribe to this channel for tons more exclusive videos. I'll see you guys next time. I've been Alicia Atout. Mwah! Much love.